This is TIBCO Spotfire 11.4 LTS, a long-term supported release giving enterprise customers access to all the latest Spotfire capabilities. In this video, we will highlight some of the new features. Let's start with mods, the new lightweight extensions that make Spotfire infinitely customizable. The community mods catalog gives you 12 new visualizations that you can use in your Spotfire apps, and more visualizations will be added regularly. To install a mod in my Spotfire environment, I download the mod, unzip the file, and then I just drag the mod file to an open Spotfire session. It gets auto-configured, and I can go ahead and change the configuration to my liking. By saving the mod in the Spotfire library, I can then reuse it in other analyses and also share it with other users. I can also pin it to my visualization flyout menu for quick access later. Next, let's have a look at mods development. From the Tools development menu, I can create a new empty mod instance. Here we get some instructions. There's a getting started guide. I've already downloaded started projects from the mods GitHub repository. They are designed to work well with Visual Studio Code. So I'll go ahead and build the project and start a local development server. I can now connect from Spotfire, where I get a live preview to test the component in a real-world context. When I click disconnect, the mod is now embedded in the Spotfire analysis, and I can choose to save it to a local file or to the library. Next up is parallel data loading. Even though many customers are using streaming data and in-database pushdown queries, a lot of data is still extracted to Spotfire's powerful in-memory data engine. In Spotfire 11.4, we introduced the concept of loading data in parallel, as you can see here in the updated progress dialog. We have already completed data loading from SQL Server. We are reading 2 tables from Snowflake in parallel, and we are also waiting for a data table to be completed so that we can execute a few calculated columns and transformations. And as you can see, as soon as we have the data available to make a join or transformation, we do that. And now all data is completed, and the data is available in our analysis. By visualizing the progress details, we can see that it took 53 seconds to open this analysis file, but we actually loaded data for 98 seconds. So quite a significant performance improvement, especially when we are loading data from different data sources, but also on different tables. Because this is the same Snowflake instance, and in this case, Snowflake can deliver both tables in parallel without any problem. Now let's look at the new MultiLayer Trellis option in the map chart. Here we have an example of semiconductor yield analysis with wafer maps trellised by different lots. These are stacked yield maps, so we are stacking all the wafers on top of each other and looking at each location to see what the yield percentage is. So here is 100% in this location, and these yellow locations are zeros. And we begin to see patterns on where we have test failures. And then we have additional data layers that are really down to the individual wafer maps. Each of these is a single wafer with a bin for each die shown as locations that didn't pass all of the tests. But you see, we have a problem here, is that this new data layer is not trellised across all the trellis panels. We get the same data for each lot, and this is what we are solving now with the new multi-layer trellis feature. Now Spotfire informs me that several layers may be suited for trellising, so I click on the notification and just select my data layer. And now this layer is also trellised so that I can now see these specific test failures on top of their respective lots. And it works with multiple layers of data. I can also enable this other layer and just do the same. So these were a few of the capabilities available in Spotfire 11.4. You can learn more about all the new features in the What's New section in TIBCO community. Thanks for watching.